I try not to ride the highs. I try not to ride the lows. I try to stay right in the middle. And just a question and a different interview brought me back to a different moment and did make me a little bit emotional. So see that, Shawn Michaels? I do have emotion. I do have feelings. I'm not just a robot.
Hello everyone, Emily Mae with Sportskeeda Wrestling, and it is Royal Rumble weekend. I am with one half of the Creed brothers, Julius. How are you doing? You said it's been emotional this weekend. We're heading into such a historic, exciting match and weekend. How are you feeling?
Man, I don't know if emotional is the right word. I'm usually kind of emotionless, and that's kind of the reputation I guess I had, especially down in NXT. They used to make that joke that I was a robot all the time. I try not to ride the highs. I try not to ride the lows. I try to stay right in the middle. And just a question and a different interview brought me back to a different moment and did make me a little bit emotional. So see that, Shawn Michaels? I do have emotion. I do have feelings. I'm not just a robot.
Oh goodness, calling out Shawn Michaels.
That's my guy. I love Shawn. It's all love. He knows that. But that was something that I always struggled, especially early on in my career, to have emotion and stuff, and he pushed me to be a better performer and to be able to bring that side of me out. You know, I think the greatest form of love is like self-discipline and being able to push when you're uncomfortable. I take a lot of pride in being a creature of discomfort, and it's very uncomfortable for me to let my emotions show on TV, and Shawn knew that, and he pushed me to be a better performer because he tried to bring that out of me.
Well, talk a little bit about, you had one of the most much anticipated debuts. Lots of fans were talking about it, and they were so proud of the work that you did, when you debuted on the main roster. What was that like? Speaking of emotions and like the work and just putting in that work, how was it to debut the Creed brothers in such a big way?
Sometimes you can get caught up in those moments, whether it was competing for a state title or competing for a national title, a spot on the Olympic team. If you step back and you assess how big the moment really is, you won't be able to operate it at your best state. So it was kind of just matter of fact, left foot in front of the right. Let's handle business one thing at a time. And as we're getting ready to go out and our music was hitting, my brother said something to me. He's like, you know, this got the opportunity to change our lives. And he's saying it all choked up like that. And I said, dude, we just got to handle business right now. Just one thing at a time. Let's go out there. Let's fight like hell for each other. Let's give it full effort. You know, you can't hide effort. You can't fake passion. Let's go and let those things shine through. And then whatever happens, happens. Let's try to be undeniable. And, you know, he's risen to the occasion his entire life. He's never been like a practice room guy or a training guy. He's a guy that turns on when the lights are bright. I'm the same guy that I am Monday to Sunday. So we're very different in a lot of ways. He always scares me, like, is this dude going to show up? But he always delivers, you know. I think he gets that from my dad. My dad was a UPS guy, and, you know, if it was rain, it was shine, it was sleet, if it was hell or high water, he was going to deliver, and my brother delivers when the lights are on. So I think he gets that from my dad.
What's something that we don't know about your brother that the fans would want to know?
I don't know if the fans want to know it per se, but, man, he's just a softie, you know. He's got another gear that he can hit, but he's just a big, goofy, lovable kind of guy, very different from myself. We were talking the other week on a road trip. You go down some weird avenues, and we were saying, you know, what dog breed would represent you if you were going to be a dog breed? And I think it's somewhat of a useful exercise and kind of fun, and we were doing certain people, you know, Ivy's the pit bull naturally. Cody Rhodes is kind of like a husky, which, you know, he's got the look, the eyes and everything. And I kind of assigned him like a St. Bernard. He's big, he's fluffy, he's goofy, he's lovable, probably drooling, loves to eat. So I would say that my brother, you know, he flips the gear when he's out there. He shows up when the lights are on, but when he's not on screen, he's just a big, big teddy bear. So that's kind of cool.
Okay, well, teddy bear's not a dog breed.
Well, St. Bernard, teddy bear, whatever it is, yeah.
Well, what's your dog breed?
I think we decided on a Doberman for myself, you know, kind of leaner, kind of meaner, kind of more athletic, kind of like a little bit of edge and a little bit of point to him, and I think I was a Doberman is what we decided. I love English Mastiffs, though. I love dogs in general, but we decided, I think, a Doberman for me.
That's actually really perfect. I could see all of that happening. So we're here at Royal Rumble weekend. What has been one of your personal favorite Royal Rumble moments that you can remember?
Man, there's a lot of them. I've been running through them, you know, all weekend, and you start thinking about them when this time of the year comes around. Just like when Christmas comes around, you think about the best gifts you got. You think of Royal Rumble when this time of the year comes, and all those moments I think are leading up to some really big things. So as cliche as it sounds, I think the best Royal Rumble memories of our lives are yet to come. I think for myself, for Brutus, for Ivy. But if I had to choose one, I'll reel off a couple. Faces of Foley, Cena's return. I liked AJ Styles' debut. I liked HBK getting it done from the one spot. I like Stone Cold winning at all those times. Cody Rhodes coming back from the pec tear. All those are special moments in different eras of my life for different reasons. So, but the best one, I hope, is still yet to come.
Exactly. I love it. Those are all moments that I know bring lots of joy to many people. Speaking of Ivy, she had an incredible match against Rhea Ripley. What was your thoughts kind of seeing all that unfold?
Just proud of her. Man, I do not get emotional about myself, but you guys keep asking about other people, and that's my soft spot. Ivy's been there for the ride the entire time that we've been on TV. She's been there. She's no fault of her own, kind of always been by the ringside and been there. I don't want to necessarily say in the backdrop because that's kind of insulting to her, but she hasn't always been the focus point. So for her to get the opportunity to go out there and perform and to be the focus point, and for everyone to realize what we already knew, how hard she works, how much she deserves it, how good she truly is, it was just a really proud moment, and definitely proud of her in a lot of ways. I always joke with her. I say, I got two brothers, but she's the sister that I never wanted. But I'm glad that she is the sister that I have.